Hey, what's going on, guys? Please excuse the generic metalcore band t-shirt as for it's lazy day and I didn't feel like wearing anything else. But not like that really isn't that important, though. Anyways, let's talk about what I want to talk about, which is One Day of Peace. A card that I play in a lot of my deck profiles. All you new subscribers probably don't know because you haven't really watched the old videos. But for whoever's been with me with not day one, but for the past couple months, my new favorite tech card in all my decks, which still is One Day of Peace. Why I like One Day of Peace? Well, before I give out facts of why you should play it, the reason why I like it is one, because I always have a problem of building low tier decks that have much consistency and that still need a special summon, so Pod Duality is not always a good choice. So One Day of Peace speeds up by one draw, and you can't be hurt that turn. Also, the decks I'm playing, that usually helps too, to not lose life points. Another deck I played was Dark Worlds, and I wanted consistency and more speed. And so playing One Day of Peace was having another upstart, basically. I didn't even care I gave my opponent another monster, just like I didn't care I gave my opponent 1,000 life points with upstart. It's basically having 4 upstarts, sped up the deck even more than it, even faster than it already was, and it really did help. Granted, you also have to learn how to use One Day of Peace, which we'll get into that. But yeah, actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. There's not really more importance, except it speeds up the deck, and that extra draw, just like the whole thing is where with upstarts, makes your card deck into a 37, while you play One Day of Peace with an upstart engine, 34. I mean, 34. I'm bad at math. 36. In my Raccoon deck that I'm personally playing, I play 3 Reckless, 3 upstarts, and One Day of Peace, and it's so fast that only having a few extra traps doesn't really matter as much. Still matters, but not as much. The reason why I feel like everybody should play One Day of Peace, or not everybody, because then that would lose the fun of it, but if you should consider it more as a tech card in your deck, is because there's really nothing wrong with it. And you draw one card, yeah, and you give your opponent a draw, but it speeds up the deck, and you can't be hurt that turn. And if you're a deck that takes time setting up, that One Day of Peace can really help you out. Granted, I'm sure not every deck can play it, but I've tested it even in some of the top meta decks, and playing a One Day of Peace has never made me go, oh shit, I shouldn't have played it. He drew a card that just blew me away. Never had that feeling. In fact, most of the time, I felt like it helped me way more than it definitely negated me. And then I've had times where it doesn't really matter if I played it or not. But I do definitely feel like it always sped up the deck. I'd always try to make room for it, and there's some decks that would play other cards or stuff, or Book of Moon, and if my trap lineup was already set, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to kind of screw off the Book of Moon, I want it a little bit faster, I mean, it's one card faster, but a little bit faster, I'm playing that One Day of Peace. Might be One Day of Peace, but afterwards, it's all out destruction. But seriously, guys, there is a little way that you kind of have to play it just like the right time to Solemn Judgment back in the day. If you get One Day of Peace, you don't want to draw it right away. That's what a lot of people do. They're like, oh, One Day of Peace, it's like having an upstart like right away. No, you don't want to do that. You want to check out your hand, what's going on in the field, depending on what part of the game is, and this isn't telling you how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm just saying this would help you out. Is you want to make sure everything's going right. And if you don't need this draw to do some stuff to your opponent, then don't use it. Because something might go wrong, he might destroy your monsters, whatever you have set up. And then afterwards, if that all goes askew, One Day of Peace, draw, you're safe next turn in case if you just got effed up. The reason why I'm saying that is because if in the event that turn goes well, and you don't need a One Day of Peace, I'd say recommend keeping it if things start to go salty for you, because not only that, you're going to draw that card whatever next turn if you didn't One Day of Peace, and then it's even not faster, but now you have a turn to protect yourself, so One Day of Peace later benefits you a lot. There's not really many more points to say about it except it speeds up your deck, it protects you, that extra draw to your opponent, though sometimes it can be game breaking like if you drew them in Dark Hole or something, but usually it doesn't, I'm not saying it can't happen, but usually it doesn't really feel like giving your opponent that draw really hurts you, just like giving your opponent 1,000 points with upstart kind of hurts you, which I feel like that always hurts me more. If you're playing a deck that's slow like zombies or whatever, and you're playing like Alert Darkness or something, One Day of Peace, that extra draw, extra speed. And in Yu-Gi-Oh!, extra speed's always like extra consistency, extra awesomeness, I don't know. Speed's what you need in Yu-Gi-Oh! to make your deck win. But anyways, I'm not really trying to make One Day of Peace like a thing or anything like that, but I just feel like more people should try it out. I want to let you know, I want to hear how it worked out for you, so this is really just a short discussion video of my thoughts. Nothing big, but still, I want to know how it works for you guys. I want you guys to go test it out, and yeah, I'd like to know how it works out for you, because it works out for me and my other friend Luke very well. Granted, I don't think he plays in everything, but he does play it on other decks, and he says it works out great for him, he likes it. And I've heard a lot of other people use One Day of Peace and they like it, so if you haven't used it yet, try it out. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for me today. If you like this video, thumbs it up, share it with your friends about One Day of Peace knowledge, and if somehow they don't already know it, but most people do because that 3 One Day of Peace burn thing, or was it burn? Oh no, Final Countdown, that's what they used to play, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was a little lame. Whatever, get overheard myself. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace!